was only a draw, and yet it feels like a loss. Hello and welcome, buddy. What is going on? So this is MiaSanMiaTV, and we have drawn 2-2 against Mainz in a match that, quite frankly, we probably deserve to get a draw, you know, in all honesty. Now the match in and of itself, it was actually pretty entertaining in the first half, and in the second half it just looked frustrating. And really why it was pretty entertaining in the first half was because Mainz, they were going forward, they looked aggressive. They looked like I would have set my team out to do, especially after we have lost a game in the Champions League. I would have gone aggressive, and I did mention that, but I didn't think they would go aggressive. And so it was quite a surprise to see them be so aggressive, going forward at every opportunity. And quite frankly, they looked very good. You know, they looked very good, and they deserve to get the goals. Now, we got a nice goal as well in the first half, a counter for once. I mean, we haven't really scored many counter goals this season, so it was nice to just see one at least. But quite frankly, they had like 6-7 good shots, 6-7 good opportunities just in the first half alone. And in the second half, when we really went for it, and we looked pretty good in the second half. To be fair, we looked pretty good, but it just was frustrating to watch. On the ball, we looked pretty good, but once it came to crossing the ball, to passing the ball, to taking a shot, that is when we just absolutely lacked quality. And the main reason for that comes from our wingers, both sides. Wingers and our fullbacks, really, with on the right side obviously with Robin and Rafinha, and they don't understand how to spell cross. You know, they would never cross. You don't expect Robin to ever cross the ball, to be fair. So that was the situation on the right side, that he would just try and take shots, or try and just get into his positions to try and take a shot. And on the left side you had Coman and Bernat, who were very frustrating to watch today, because they were good on the ball, but once it came to crossing, it was just absolutely abysmal. So it's no surprise that the goal came from the middle. We haven't really scored many goals this season that came through the middle, but today, yeah, a second goal came through Thiago, who scores a brilliant goal, to be fair. But it's kind of worrying that, you know, a game plan that is mainly centered around our wingers is kind of shut down, just because on the right side we don't know how to cross, on the left side we don't know how to cross in a different way. So it's kind of frustrating to watch. But like I said, it's a point. A point is better than a loss. So at this point, I will take it. I'm not going to complain, because right now we need every single point. There's only like 4 matches left, and all we need really is like 4 points, and we could essentially already be the champions, because I don't think Leipzig are going to win every match. But if they do, and if we continue playing sluggish like that, then first of all, the match against Dortmund will be very entertaining, but very difficult as well. And then a match against Leipzig, the penultimate match, will be very entertaining, but very difficult as well. So it depends. Like, we could potentially win the league in, say, 2 weeks or so, but we'd have to actually play good football for the next 2 weeks. We have to actually play successful football for the next 2 weeks. And if we don't, then the matches towards the end of the season will be very difficult if we don't do that. So I'm all in favour for winning the next 2 matches. I'm all in favour for doing that. It would make the rest of the season so much more easy, so much more enjoyable, in my opinion. But we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you then. Peace out, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.